hello to the two people who are watching. I appreciate it. I always appreciate not feeling like I'm just shouting into the void. Just in general, not necessarily even just on Twitch. Oh, you bastard. Pardon my language. I thought I was going to have to redo that 40 seconds of gripping gameplay that I just achieved. It was, I thought it was so gripping from a first watch that a second watch, you know, people wouldn't have been able to cope with that much gripping.
Best turn around if I were you.
Stay invisible, because I'm not getting battered if I can help it. These enemies don't seem to realise that I am not only a vampire but also trying to create gripping content, and I can't do that if I am dead. Bothered. Not about talking to her. Never spoke to a person with a purple hat before. I don't intend to start now. Look, I don't care, I don't want to talk to you. Okay.
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
That was a rude assumption that I have a horse.
I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum.
Let's see if this person knows where he is.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
No,
A
I need you
fancy
to help me.
doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
Know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
It's definitely a code name in it. Lottie Paxton. I don't believe that that's her real name.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
The fact she said discreet made me go, yeah, she's probably a lady of questionable repute.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he is not always sad.
Well, then why call him the sad saint? That makes him sound like either he has got issues or that he's very boring.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Right. Well, let's do a
Do you
medical
need
check.
my medical attention, Miss Paxton?
I'm fine, Dr. Reed. Keep your medicine for those who need it.
Oh, good.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
That's the first time I've tried that. Now I know why GPs don't just you know, go. Do you need me to have a look? No, I'll come to you. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like forcing a diagnosis on someone. Raiding bins. Every day I've played this game, I've raided a bin. I really expected the afterlife to have less bin raiding in it. I don't know if that's all vampires or just Jonathan. Because I didn't really get to know him before he turned into a vampire, so before he was a vampire he could have been just constantly raiding bins for all I know. Right, let's see if this person knows where he is.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Wow, this is getting deep. He does look a bit like a young Keir Starmer, doesn't he?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Just tell me what I want to know.
Well, I'll leave you for
chatting
now.
to you.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Not welcome here, sir. not slurping soup before bed.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mom. But it's not been that simple.
God. Old newspapers, so I don't know anyone who collects old newspapers. It's almost always in those hoarding programs, so I feel like Jonathan might have a bit of an issue there. Okay, the bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson and Dawson munitions factory. A munitions factory has explosives in it. Not exactly news, is it? The largest employer in the district, the detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack. Oh, so it was an attack then. The Daily Mail would turn that into an attack on a minority, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton.
It's locked, all right.
Right. Less of that.
It's locked.
Less of that lip, please, Jonathan. I don't like how sassy you can be. Let's see what's in here.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Me granddad was a horse. We've both changed quite a lot.
It looks like we both have changed a lot.
You look like you've
I
got
must confess, it
herpes.
saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
You killed Harriet Jones, which I am not personally bothered by, because I thought she was in...
Jones at the Pembroke Hospital.
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
I'm not convinced.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Or unless it's Harriet specifically telling me I did not get killed by that guy, I'm not sure that it will be all the proof that I need. I'm intrigued. No, I'm doubtful.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Just gonna steal everything. This is more of a spite, I suppose.
So much noise. A vampire kills in utter silence.
Alright, let's get battered. Set on fire.
He's mine!
I tried to go in deeper, but obviously Jonathan prefers to be set on fire. their corpses, because that's what I do as a vampire. I just nick stuff. Just like being from Salford, really. If you're a vampire. Find the sewer entrance.
Every hole without a rat could be hiding in plain. You don't have to stop in the dark.
Stored is solid. Means
every hole without a rat could be hiding in plain.
Best be on your way home.
Start with the darkest hole.
Over there! There's one of them.
it's one of them people who are looking to go into the sewers. They must either be a vampire or love stinking of shit. Keep out of the sewers, because Jonathan don't listen to that kind of solid advice. He loves drinking blood, sniffing shit.
To each man his duty. Ours is to flush every hole without a rat could be.
Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this vermin.
How heavily do you have to guard a sewer, really? Oh, do you know what? Let's what stuff needs guarding in London? Crown jewels, yeah, expensive. What other stuff needs guarding? Queen, yeah, pretty expensive. Sewer, yeah, well that's pretty much the very next step down from the Queen and rubies. Locate the sewer entrance. I can say, is that not already this? And I'm glad that updated. If this had not been the sewers, I'd have been pissed off. I'd have been like, well, I mean, what else could this be other than Doc Brown's laboratory? Doc Brown's, that's an issue with his pipes. We need to get back to the future. What for, Doc? It's a time since we were able to...
That doesn't work.
Invent the U-bend. I don't know why Jonathan spent so much time in the sewers. I'm aware that at this time in history this is like quite the innovation, but
There must be a way to control the water level in this reservoir. I need to find the wheel.
big one there, big one there. Loads of wheels, Jonathan. Loads of wheels. Oh, that's not out.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
like the water temple in Zelda. Except it's a sewer. Shit. Going to die of cholera by the end of it. Hello, Young's ally boy. No shame in only having one viewer. I am very much pleased to have you, mate. What is it that you play, Young's ally boy? Because I think the reason why I've only got one viewer is because of my poor personality, not necessarily how bad this game is.
Gate should shut properly now.
That was not obvious. I don't want it to be like obvious, but it could have been like, oh, what about that thing that wasn't doing anything before? There's some blood, which is like an aphrodisiac for him. Why is so many people being in the sewers that graffiti is required? I've never ever wanted to be in a sewer. Never thought myself, oh, you know what, I'd be interested in the sewer, because I'm aware, again, who's entering? Who's going, oh, do you know what, I'm going to have a lovely jaunt in the sewer. Oh, you can't do that, it's a bit risky. How is
This is despicable.
yeah, you're in a sewer, mate. It's whinging.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
If eating a rat's the worst thing you do today, then
I have this thirst for blood.
you've probably done alright if that was the worst thing you did all day. Golem.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Did he look like that before?
Respect the laws of Ascalon!
Cheers for that. This game really likes to kick you when you're down. We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend, and so we are outcasts. So that's confirmed. That's how the rap group started. Come on then.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
Well, that's dashed in the face. That's how Jonathan deals with his problems. Machete in the face.
Power you cannot comprehend!
Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. Burning the beast is the best way to destroy it. Not on come off. As happened in Twilight. Right, before I did this, I downloaded an add-on. With any luck, it's in here. Use stake, use truncheon, 2 hands, use scythe, use hatchet, use bludgeon, use machete. Right, let's equip that. I don't know why I can't equip that.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Power you cannot comprehend!
Why is he doing it? That was bullshit. He's big enough as is.
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
Thank you,
Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Absolute bullshit.
How we shall tear them apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells! Your blood is now mine.
There's a gun. There's a gun.
Down, stay down.
Oh, you absolute dick. Right, well at least now I know that the scythe is what I need to just fucking stick in his face until he's dead.
Respect the laws of Ascalon! They shall snap like a hare's brittle. Whilst you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Just honestly.
I shall tear them apart and spill my blood.
Fucking gone so far.
Down, stay down.
Oh, you dick. Fuck up. Oh. Fuck you, Fergal.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
Fuck you. Right, I reckon I got it this time.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Neck shall suffer.
First, you will succeed. Him in the face.
Whilst you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Wow!
Your blood is now mine.
Oh, fuck you, Fergal. Fuck you.
You found your death in me. shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! How are you trying to... Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name!
Grey, like my personality.
Return to your apothecary.
If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. It's basically saying that you are shit. Because I'm trying to like not do that. It's just trying to tell me how futile that is. Right, let's see if we can do this time.
You shall learn to respect the law. Once you vanished, I'll slaughter the skulls while singing your name!
What a dick you are, Fergal. What a dick. If I can't beat Fergal, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do not know. This is getting serious now. I've got 2 viewers. My viewership has gone up 100%. I appreciate that.
To respect the laws of Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name!
It's going to be singing my name.
as a snail.
Let's see what other options I got. Right, let's try shooting him in the face.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
Shoot him in the face.
How are you gonna comprehend?
Stay out of his way. I feel undead doing this. Maybe this is like the method part of the game. You really get to sympathise with Jonathan and his unending plight. Except I'm just basically hitting square and running around and trying to stab a man named Fergal. Let's try and get me gun up. I wish to shoot him in the face. Use claws on him.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Whence did you vanish while slaughtering scalds while singing your name?
Then that's not
How are you gonna comprehend? I shall tear you apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells! down. Stay down. Your blood is now mine. Foolish Ekon!
Axe further from the fucking oh, thank God for that. That was fucking well hard. You better not have something fucking good on you. Yes, he was a fucking beast. So is that who killed Harriet? Because no wonder fucking Harriet had no fucking chance against that man.
At least one Skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
Anywhere going with it. I've spent my time as a vampire, not knowing where I'm going.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Right, who are you? And will I find you attractive?
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Are you just a dog? That's a bit of a diss, isn't it? See. I'm gonna try and be flirty. You seem sad.
Please, who are you? I sense your sadness.
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
He's known me for about 10 minutes.
Sean is a Skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Oh, it's down there.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Yeah, why fake your death? I actually want to ask her why were you a dick, but that's the best I can get.
Your room. The blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Honestly, don't be a dick then. That's all you need to do.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why flee with Sean Hampton? Can he stand to be with you? Because I think you are a number.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
I have an important question.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You
Can't
answer
answer a question
first.
with a question.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
I'm not dead annoying.
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Tell me about these shadows, so I don't have to speak to you for much longer, you horrible old woman.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
I don't...
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
I find you incredibly annoying. Go back to Sean. shelter and confront him.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Tell me about Harriet. Tell me, has she ever been nice in her life?
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea.
In your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Let's see if I can vampire pork you.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most skulls I've encountered.
Sexier.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
Can I be of, can I service you?
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
Alright, I shan't tell him that you got that shawl from Primark.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
That would not hold up under court, would it?
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Well, she sounds like she was a bit of a raver back in the day.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
And enjoy the smell of shit.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Do you want to talk to him? No. It's the easiest way of not telling anyone your secrets. Don't look in asking anyone their secrets. Alright, let's fucking upgrade some stuff. Definitely need this. Let's increase his health, because Fergal pissed me off. Convince that person to go to Whitechapel. Why would I do that? Gonna take that. Honestly, I cannot tell you how little I want to do his quest. Going on here? Someone's doing some yoga. Bit of downward dog there.
It's locked.
Cheers, Jonathan.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Why is it playing such ominous music?
Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
Oh, hence the music.
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Yes, she's a knob. You have some nerve. You protect mortals and skulls. Hide your game well. I'll go with that, because he's probably got a copy of GTA on that bookshelf behind him.
This shelter is the tip of the iceberg. You hide your game well, I'll give you that.
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
She's a knob.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Harriet is... yes, thank you. She's a knob.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know.
No,
I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
Who is the hungry?
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunched blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Can you not just eat Haribo? Embrace, I don't trust you. Spare, I envy the peace you found. I'll spare him.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Oh, he changed his tune, didn't he? Just because I didn't kill him. Right?
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
You can use this place to upgrade your skill tree. That's exactly what he meant right there. Is that it? End of the game.
Another corpse thrown in the streets.
Never
Someone's
rains, it
playing a
pours.
very sick game.
Almost as if this was conducive to some sort of plot. What's in his hands? The whole world, according to the song.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Well, you got no way of proving that. Unless you got a receipt. This whole crowd just thinks you just nicked it. Alright, now we're searching the
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Convenient that he had the... I mean, if he'd not had the... If he'd not had that, then he'd have just, you know, walking around, doing nothing. This is what it's like travelling in London when you don't have a tube ticket. Oyster card, that's what they're called, aren't they? Vampire. Why are you fucking throwing your neck all in, not for real? The bed. That's my main thing that I must do as Jonathan, raid every bed. This isn't one of the 100 million games that have
Stupid beast! Watch it! It's a killer!
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?"
convenient.
There's been a fight here.
I've been able to get it. Has there? How is that evident? Oh, do you know what? There's been a fight here. Could have been a rabid dog. Yep, having a fight. Could have been. What else could have happened in here? To be fair, there's not much else to take it back. I know for a fact that if I'd not been furious with my own choice. Following the blood trail.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Maybe a vampire. Funny how he didn't notice this on his way here. Given that he's, like, loves blood and that.
Shut! Step away! Over there! This one!
Fucking trail of blood that I'm trying to follow.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
James from Team Rocket. In a minute, Jesse and me are going to jump out and do a poem. One moment. let's do this. Yeah, just had to take my medication. Yeah, set times and all that. Hey, Jonathan don't have to do that due to him being undead, you know. Although, having said that, his blood, his fluoxetine at death. The flower, that was the first thing I noticed.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
So is that his mum?
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Right. That is not shocking in this game. I felt like that was... It goes without saying.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
Right. Well, that's not to do with the corpse, that's due to, like, her lifestyle. Search the pockets.
Only a golden watch in her pockets.
I'm gonna leave it. Or should I take the watch?
Only a golden watch in her pockets.
Let's take the watch.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
No. You don't even know what this is yet. And you're like, I'm gonna win this game. Like your Triple H. Vampire H. Triple V.
Jonathan.
What was that?
Jonathan.
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered.
Must loot the corpses though. Sounds annoying.
I can still sense a presence.
Oh, what? Okay, that way, Jonathan. There's people eating corpses. You are perceptive, Jonathan.
Come to me.
What
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity.
Park.
Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
Aren't you a dour Debbie?
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why?
Eating
Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
There are people eating other people.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
I just like eating necks.
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
It's worse. Sadness can be a terrible trap.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me.
Yep.
Even if I don't quite understand why.
Because the minimap told me to.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Why are you blaming yourself?
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Well, let's have a see if I can get you to get away from these people who are eating people.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease.
Better on the neck.
A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Right, let's see if you'll fuck off now.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Right. Thank God you have gone home and away from the people who are eating people.
Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Right, let's go find the lady with a sexy voice.
God help! Please help me!
This I'm pissed.
You! What have you done?
What have I done? I've literally just got here.
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
Oh.
What is Mother doing here?
I found her quite good looking.
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France.
Vibrator
My
not
child,
invented yet.
carried away by the flu.
Oh.
My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Kill Bill.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches.
Not all it touches.
All we kiss. And all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle.
Right.
Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed?
Yes.
No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor.
Oh,
you believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan, but before your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Oh, this is dark, isn't it?
Left me to rot in this... You spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Rest in peace. Because you spared the torn abdomen, don't expect...
What a dick. Right, let's try that new move I just learnt. Let's fucking do this. Stop, Mary.
You left me to rot in this grave! precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Kiss me again, sweetie. Because you spared Sean Hampton, don't expect the same mercy from me!
What's she doing now?
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
You just said that you're gonna win it a minute ago.
Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Should have let me keep her alive.
At last, I can forgive you.
Should have kept her alive. That's annoying. What does it want me to do here? Killed my sister, and it didn't give me any option to do that, so I have no onus on that and don't need to feel any sympathy or regret. Woe is me. A few nights later. Is he going to be fine now? Or still whinging?
Tear for my fallen sister. I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire.
At the start,
born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
He's obsessed with blood, even black puddings. Lady Ashbury's invitation. She's quite good looking, so let's see what she's got to say. Dear Dr. Reed, if you are watching this and enjoying it, why not give me a follow for more of me reading stuff. I hope this letter will quickly find you, for I need to speak to you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving ever quickly in the West End. Do you know what? I have been doing this for 2 hours, so do you know what? I think I am going to call it a day there. Everyone who watched, thank you. Catch you in a bit.